Yo, what up? Read Your Mind, back with another video on my build series for my Rubicon. Last video, I got some really cool parts from Asiatees, these boomerang shocks and a bunch of other stuff. Then I ran into some other issues that I needed to address, so I went ahead and put in another order, and those guys got it out to me super fast. I've got the servo horn that I've always wondered about, the aluminum servo horn from Axial. I picked up two different kinds of hitches because I wasn't sure which one was going to work. Looks like the GPM Racing one's going to work for what I need, so I'm going to try to install that. Then I picked up the Top CAD alloy gearbox holder and lower link for Honcho and Dingo. Now I noticed these are the exact same size. On mine I have 98mm on the front and 106 on the back. So I was running into some binding issues with the drive shaft, so maybe when I put the 106 on the front, or I'm not sure what length these are, but I guess I'm going to find out. Also, I always thought these metal bases for the frame were really cool, but that's going to be quite the surgery because you got to take off a lot of stuff to get to that. And then I got the heavy-duty universal drive shafts, and I got these ones. These are a little bit interesting because they have a different sort of rotating coupling there that I think has a little bit more play that'll cause less binding. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to be working on that. Thanks again to Asiatees for hooking me up, and I'm going to go ahead and get started, and I'll be right back with the update. Okay, so I got the Top CAD linkage set and base plates installed. I got a little bit of a problem. The gearbox is stripped, so I have to find different screws to go in there. Maybe I'll upgrade the gearbox later. But coupled with the Axial steel linkage set in this gunmetal gray, I think it looks pretty awesome. Now I had to install the other, where was it? Up here in the front, they had the single Y-frame for it here, this cheap plastic stuff. So I had to install the extra piece that they can't come with in the kit, and I got that in there, and it looks pretty good. I had to find some screws, you know, the old search for screws. But now I think I'm gonna put on, where is it? These heavy-duty drive shafts, and hopefully after all that I will experience no binding. Look at these. These are awesome. They're fully metal on the inside, so you're not going to get any of that twisting breakage. That's just awesome. So I'm going to put these on, and hopefully we're going to have a positive result. Alright, okay, here we are, all done. It actually took a lot more work than I thought because there was a lot of jiggering that needed to go on. You know, like when you gotta conjigger it a little bit or jiggle it until it, you know what I mean, where you got to adjust and readjust. So I'll show you the outcome here. You can see the front looks pretty dope. I mean, that's with the new servo horn and the all steel links, and I've got the extenders on there, and I think the stance looks pretty cool like that wide. Has a lot of really good play too. It has a really top heavy body, so having the extra wide stance is going to certainly make it a little bit more stable. In the back, you can see we changed to the what is this, the 4-link setup. I have the STRC upgrade back there, and then I have the STRC upgrades here and here, and the extenders on there. I think that looks pretty dope. Now, one of the things I didn't put in is I didn't put in the tow hitch, and the reason why I didn't put in the tow hitch is because these two holes right here don't work with this bumper. It's actually too thin. I don't know if you can see that, but this area right here where the bumper goes in is actually wider than these holes here. So it's almost like if you're gonna use this tow hitch, you gotta commit to not having a rear bumper. I don't know, maybe you guys can help me out. If you know of a good rear bumper that works for this and works on the Rubicon, let me know, put it in the comments, because I'd really like to start thinking about what I'm gonna tow behind this, but I don't know if I'm ready to commit to losing this back bumper yet. Maybe there's some other bumper options. I don't know, let me know. I really wanna use this, so put them in the comments below what you think I should do. But anyway, let's take a look under this. I really love the parts that I got from Asiatees. And if you guys are looking for the best prices on RC parts and you want to maintain your budget on that epic build you got, I'd highly suggest you check out Asiatees. They got really good stuff. All right, so we're going to take a look under here just so we can get a little closer look. You can see now with the boomerang shocks, I couldn't actually go as high as I wanted to, because when I got too high, I was running into major issues with the actual drive shafts having some binding issues. So I had to back those down a little bit. But you can see on the bottom, I've got the metal, what do you call that, chassis base, and I've got the aluminum struts or whatever they're called, and then the other ones, these are all the upgrades. This was quite the surgery. But listen, I got a question for all you guys. Maybe you can help me. Now, I've heard about phasing with these drive shafts, and I think that's what I'm experiencing when there's like an actual like rubbing going on, even though there's no rubbing. Hear that? Now, I've gone as far as upgrading these to what I felt like was going to be a better knuckle joint here, but I still get the phasing. Now, I think I need to try turning them inside their shafts a little bit until I get the phasing out. But if anybody knows the super secret to this, let me know, because I really need to know how to get rid of the phasing. I really want to make this run as smooth as possible, and I think that's what I'm experiencing. Leave it in the comments below if you can. But otherwise, I think the build's turning out really great. I think I might even do a totally different body because this Rubicon, I don't know, it's too stock. Even though I painted it purple and, you know, I've got the light kit on and everything, I don't know, I kind of feel like I want to do something even more custom. And also I want to, you know, think about upgrading the motor and maybe even the ESC and some of the other electronics. But who knows? It's an ongoing thing. You know, most of the fun for me is building them. I'd certainly like to run this, but I think I need to figure out the phasing issue first. Well, anyways, if you guys have any suggestions for me on the phasing, or you have any other suggestion about what I should do with the build, leave it in the comments below. As always, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. And if you haven't checked out Asiatees already, go do it, because they have great parts, really great prices, and they get to you really super fast. Anyways, it's Read Your Mind, UrbanRcLA. I'm out.